Wow.
Wow, it's good. A little spicy too, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, it's
It's
this is again Demetrio Reposado that we're tasting, and as we said, this was a blend of 14 and 9 month. So technically, this is considered a Reposado with a with a really sweet nose, a very nice nose.
it's got a really unique palate or flavor in the mouth. It's almost like you're tasting a little hot añejo.
Mm. Well, we mentioned
It's almost like I've got two different things going on in my tongue.
yeah, well, yeah, it's almost like you can taste both versions
Right, exactly.
in the blend, which is really unusual because you don't normally do that. You can't normally tell, okay, this is coming from the añejo and this is coming from the reposado. You just you
I don't know
just
if we're actually doing that, but I can almost
you can
feel it
almost pick them
coming off
out, right?
in the tongue. Yeah.
Yeah, if you did not know what we had read, that this was a blend and that they had changed they slowed down the distillation system. They are using a Mexican yeast, um,
Wow,
and
this is good.
yeah, and we mentioned, of course, that the color was deeper and richer.
Yeah,
You know,
that's probably coming from the añejo.
yeah, I think so too. But I'm really impressed, Alex. Really pretty legs
I
and
like it.
tears. Beautiful color. Beautiful nose.
Now I'm going to try to compare the old one. A little wood on the nose. Actually, this one didn't have a bad nose.
The old reposado,
A
right? The
reposado, yeah.
the the old version, the old recipe of reposado.
Mm, very different.
Would you say that the how would you compare the two reposados? I guess if it were me, I'd probably, just when looking at the color, I would say that the old reposado may be a bit weaker on the flavor profile.
It is a little. I get a lot more alcohol than I do flavor.
Okay.
I don't know if that makes sense. It does have flavor, but it's almost like burnt at the end.
Okay.
Okay, you know how
So
you got some coffee, you're tasting the coffee, but you can
yeah,
tell it's
so it's
burnt.
it's bitter.
It's
It's like
bitter at the end.
it's
Yeah,
a
that's
it's a
exactly what I'm.
bitter on the
Yeah, bitter at
on
the
the
end.
finish.
Again, it's still briny. I'm getting the brininess from the blanco.
Ah.
That's almost like it's almost overpowering my entire palate.
Well, it apparently the brininess was not something that was deemed um, good. It wasn't a good thing to have in the old version of Demetrio, and
You think it was a flaw? A flaw?
it could be flawed. It was just a bad recipe. Maybe it was even a bad batch. It's hard to say. There's a lot of things that you can fix with a barrel, but
Right.
but apparently the barrels they were using, or the technique that they were using in the old Demetrio, was just not good enough to hide that brininess. That
What a difference
Yeah, this
between.
is just beautiful though, Alex. That the new one.
It's got a
I'm
beautiful nose. It's almost it's sweet and that's not candy. It's just
No, no, it's like honey and toasted almonds,
yeah,
and
exactly.
that kind of thing. It's
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 got
a
some toastiness in there.
Yeah, yeah, it does. And it's almost got some spiciness also, but
It's
but
got
you're
some spices too. I don't.
but you called it. You said vanilla, and that's probably the kind of, I wouldn't say it would lean toward a heavier spice. Like there's no real. I don't get any cinnamon, for instance,
No, no,
or cloves or dried fruit. You know, it's not. It doesn't go in that direction.
no. More honey and vanilla,
Yeah, and
and
that's
right,
got to
right
be
at
like
the
you said
top too.
from the blend. Wow,
Right at the top of
that is a pretty
it's
nose.
really pleasant. Yeah.
Yes. Nice job on Demetrio, man.
Mm,
This is that new and improved Demetrio is really something.
nice. Let me clean my palate from the brininess of the other one.
Hey, you know,
Nice.
we've tasted everything. You know, in the years that we've done sipping off the cuff, we have had some memorable tequilas, and we've had some that were just not so memorable. And Demetrio, the old Demetrio, was just not. You know, it was a. I think we deemed it a great gateway. And
Yeah, it is. It is. I mean,
if you can
it
get
is what
past
it
the
is. Everybody's got a
brininess,
different. Yeah, everybody's got a different palate. It might be what you like.
there's nothing wrong with brininess because you and I have pulled it out on several occasions in other tequilas. It was just very prominent. It was almost overpowering in the old Demetrio,
Right.
at least in the Blanco.
Right.
And when it's that strong, it doesn't matter what how many barrels you put it in or blend it in.
Yeah.
It's just
You
not going
want
to kill
that
it.
you want that balance. You don't want it to overpower your
Mm.
palate. But very good.
Mm.
I think another brand of promise,
I
Mike.
think so too, Alex. And we're gonna have a brand new category here because Demetrio. This is the first time we've actually had a Demetrio a brand resubmit to sipping off the cuff because
Yeah, and you know what? That's something we should let the other brands know. I mean, sometimes you do change a formulation. A lot of times you don't even say anything about it.
yeah, well, yeah,
They just do it
they just do it, and you know
and hope
people
nobody notices.
right.
You know, because you tweak the recipe a little bit because the ingeniero feels that they need to tweak it a little bit.
Sure,
But we'd love to be able to try that again.
absolutely. For anybody watching this, if you know a brand that maybe has been in sipping off the cuff, and you know did not receive a favorable review, or maybe you've done something to it that you're very sure. These guys were very sure that the new version was going to knock our socks off and was worthy of a resubmit. And certainly, if anybody wants to resubmit, they can do it every year if they want. I mean, I'm not going to turn them down, you know. But I think in this case, Alex, I think Brand of Promise for comeback player of the year. How's
Most
that, man?
definitely.
You know, there's nothing says it that if you haven't improved your
Yeah,
formulation and your brand, we want to know about it. Send it to us. I
of
mean, you
course.
know, it doesn't matter whether we've done a review on sipping off the cuff before, you know, and maybe yours was favorable, but you've done something even better with it. Uh, Please, by all means, let us
Don't be
know.
shy.
Don't be shy. And also you folks who are watching, don't be shy. You know, subscribe to the YouTube channel down below.
Yeah,
Press the
let
button.
us know.
That way you can binge watch everything because you know that's what we
Yeah,
want to do.
and let us know what you're tasting. Maybe you're not tasting Demetrio, maybe you're tasting something else. Maybe
Sure.
there's something you want us to taste.
Yeah. You know, we don't know.
We'll
Tell
go out and
us.
get it.
Certainly, you know, feel free to write us an email right there. Just tell us what you're doing. If you have an old bottle of Demetrio, you guys do the side by side. Tell us what you're getting. We'd love to hear from you. I'm Mike Morales here in San Antonio.
I'm Alex Perez. You've been watching Sipping Off the Cuff on tequilaaficionado.com. Thanks for watching. Please sign up down there. And as always, sip wisely.